Now, as I speak, I always like to speak on topics that are important to me or things that I might be facing, challenges in my own life. And I've come to realize over the years how important resiliency is. Resiliency is the ability to bounce back after facing adversity. Now, I think oftentimes people, when they think about resiliency, they think about those huge acts like climbing Mount Everest, or that athlete who breaks their leg but still crosses the finish line, or that person who has some huge comeback. All examples of resiliency, but they're kind of the huge examples, the one and dones. I want to talk to you about embracing every single day in your life a resilient mindset. Every day pushing outside of your comfort zone, taking a risk, and facing your fears. In fact, by the end of this video, I will be facing one of my biggest fears. Sometimes though, I think we can get in our own way when we doubt ourselves and then become our own biggest obstacle. I mean, self-doubt is real. We all feel it. Probably every single day. I know I do. You know, that split second when you don't feel good enough? I mean, have you ever found yourself thinking, oh, I'd like to try that, but, or I wish I could do that, but, oh, that would be so cool to try, but, you see, that might be the problem right there. Sometimes you gotta get out of your own butt's way. You just gotta drop the butt. And every butt is different. Every butt is personal. Your butt might be, but I'm not good enough, smart enough, pretty enough, popular enough. Whatever your butt is, set it aside and know that you are enough. The real problem with self-doubt is when it makes you feel trapped, like you have no place to go. I mean, is the thought of putting yourself out there so overwhelming that sometimes you don't even want to try? Maybe you're afraid of being embarrassed. I get that. Maybe you're too scared to take a risk. Maybe you just fear failing. Why is it though that when we hear the word fail, we automatically have these negative thoughts? What I want to encourage you to do is to see failing for what it truly is. It's an opportunity to learn and to grow. It's a do-over. It's a second chance. Fail. F-A-I-L. First attempt in learning. Just imagine what you gain every time you fail. You now have something nobody else is going to have. Experience and knowledge. And you see, when you know better, that's when you do better. When I was in high school, I wanted nothing more than to be on the track team. Anybody out there like to run on the track team? Okay, well, God bless you. I don't get you, I don't understand you. But I joined the track team, not because I like to run, because I can't stand running. But you see, when I was in high school, all the really cute boys were on the track team. So I joined the track team. And I wanted to be able to ride the away bus with all the really cute boys. But I soon realized being on the track team, there was more to that than just the hot guys or the cute shorts that you got to wear or those awesome spikes. I mean, those shoes added like 3/4 of an inch to this 5-foot frame. No, I soon realized being on the track team meant I'd actually have to run on purpose. And then I'd sweat. Now you see, I don't like running, but I hate sweating. Because you see, I don't sweat like a lady. I don't do that pretty glistening thing. No, I sweat everywhere, head to toe. Even my knees sweat. But let's get back to the really cute boys, okay? And the away bus. So I didn't know what event I was gonna do. I just said to myself, try them all. You'll figure it out. So I did. And I started with the hurdles. I actually have a picture of me running the hurdles, and yup, last place. Yeah, right there. That's me. I know. What was I thinking? I know. Why? Now, I don't know if any of you have ever thought about this, but really, hurdles to me make no sense. Okay, let's put this in perspective. Let's put it in real life perspective. You see, they put something with hurdles, they put something right in your path. And they want you to run at it as fast as you can, and at the last second, jump in. So, real life perspective here. You're in the grocery store, okay? You're in the cereal aisle, picking out your favorite cereal, and somebody else is in the aisle. Let's say some woman, okay? And you're ready to leave, but she's right in your pathway. And you have a choice to make. You can go around her, or in the track world, they want you to run at her as fast as you can, at the last second, jump her. To me, again, hurdles make no sense. So I decided to move on. And the next event I tried was shot put. Epic fail. I tried sprinting, last place. I even tried high jump. I never even got airborne. And then during one meet, okay, I'm just gonna be honest, I was not paying any attention. Why? Because I was off flirting with the really cute boys. When all of a sudden I heard my coach hollering over to me. He was like, Heather, let's go, line up, you're in this next race. I'm thinking to myself, what? I'm in this race? I didn't even know what this race was. So I'm trying to run to the start line, whipping off my sweats, and I'm thinking to myself, what race is this? Is this the 2 mile? It's the quarter mile, once around the track. So line up, gun goes off, I take off running. And I say to myself, you know what, Heather? This is once around the track. Just give this everything you've got. So I did. I started running as fast as I could. I mean, my arms were pumping, I was breathing heavy, my knees were sweating, and I'm coming around that last curve, and I can see the finish line. And I look around, and there's no one in front of me. Y'all, I was winning. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't even know what to do. This had never happened to me before. So I said, this is your moment. Just take it. Take it in. So I did. As I crossed that finish line, I threw my arms up in the air and I threw my head back like I'm some Olympian athlete. And I just waited. I waited for all of my fans to just go wild. But no one did. And something even more odd happened. All the other runners, they kept running. You see, this wasn't the quarter mile. It was the full mile. I had 3 more laps to go. But I was done. I had given it everything I had in that one lap. I was done. I was spent. I ended up walking the rest of the race. And yep, came in last place again. I've learned not only through your successes, but your failures, opportunities happen. Next day of school, my coach came up to me. He said, you know, Heather, we've thought about it. We don't think track's gonna be your thing. And I'm thinking, yeah, I know, right? But we've seen some really good leadership qualities in you. And we wanna make you our manager. Y'all, I panicked for a second. I have to be honest. I'm thinking to myself, and I just blurted it right out. I was like, what? Do I get to ride the bus? The coach kind of looked at me like, yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, wait, hold up. I don't have to run, I don't have to sweat, and I get to ride the bus with the really cute boys? Done, I'm your manager. And y'all, I made a really good manager because you see, I had something. I had something nobody else had had. I had experience and knowledge. No one else had tried every single event, even though I came in last place every time. I made a great manager because of what I had. So yeah, sometimes through your successes and your failures, opportunities happen. But you see, a resilient mindset isn't always about never giving up. Sometimes a resilient mindset takes you on a whole different path. I want you to embrace your first attempt in learning. Get comfortable with failing. Have a healthy relationship with failing because it's part of life. Yeah, I came in last every single time in track, but I was always first on the bus. Now is all of this, powering through, getting outside of your comfort zone, taking a risk, is all of this going to be easy? No, it's not. You're going to have fails. Be ready. You're gonna have self-doubt. Be prepared. You're gonna feel awkward. I mean, but don't we all feel awkward? I mean, like every single day? I just like to say, let's be beautifully awkward together. I said earlier in the video that on this video, I was gonna face one of my biggest fears. That time is now. Snakes.
Are you so excited?
No!
Python, the way it kills things is it.
So it won't bite you.
Well, I have been bitten.
It's just
Oh my god, it's huge! It's a snake. We can't guarantee anything, okay? There's no reason for him to bite you. There's no logical reason for him to bite you. You got it?
There you go.
Now, use
Now
your...
just loosely, just kind of. Good job. 1, 2. Look at him, man. Just look at him. Just look at him.
So as we're kind of wrapping all of this up, I want to give you some tips for facing your fear, taking a risk, and embracing resiliency every day of your life. Take whatever fear you have, whatever challenge you're facing, and I want you to start by just writing it down, acknowledging it. Fear with snakes was real. When I was telling my daughter about this video and my ideas, she was the one who said, "You need to hold a snake." You see, you can't tell others to face their fear if you don't. You know what? She was right. But I was really, really scared. All of that, acknowledging your fear, is step 1. Step 2, list 2 things you can do to get you closer to overcoming that fear. And remember, baby steps are fine, as long as you're moving in the right direction. I had to find somebody who even had a snake and who was comfortable with snakes to make me more comfortable. I couldn't just wander into the woods looking for a snake. Now that would be stupid. Next thing for me would be commit to it. After thinking about this, I told my daughter she was right. I was gonna put my money where my mouth was. I was gonna hold a snake. At that point, when I spoke those words, it was a done deal, because see, I don't go back on my word. I knew telling her, she wouldn't let me back out.
Still back out.
No, you can't.
And at the same time, she'd be my support. Step 3. And remember, you're probably never gonna feel 100% ready to do this, to face your fear, to take that leap. I mean, that's really part of facing your fear. So when you're about 80 or 90% ready, just leap. If you wait till you're 100% ready, you probably will never do it. All right, so now it's your turn. Go grab that piece of paper, write down your fear, and start following the steps so you can face that fear. And then I want you to take a video of yourself facing your fear and tag me on social media. Good luck. All right, thanks y'all. I cannot believe I held a snake. But thank you so much for coming on this journey with me, for facing my fear with me. I felt y'all right there along the way. And just thanks for being part of this journey. Thanks so much, and go check out my social media. Thanks y'all.